Right now, a new push to end gun violence in Madison as the community mourns a teen killed at a party over the weekend.
And as chaos continues in Afghanistan, Wisconsin is stepping up to help Afghan refugees impacted by the takeover of the Taliban. News 3 Now at 6 begins right now.
People are desperate. We spent 20 years asking for their help.
Afghanistan political leaders gave up and fled the country.
The speed was at the very fast end. It was not something we expected to go that quickly.
The Afghan military collapsed.
This is a debacle of gargantuan proportions.
The world is watching. We cannot and must not abandon the people of Afghanistan.
Tonight, President Biden is standing behind his decision to withdraw troops from America's longest war, even as the Taliban takes control of Afghanistan.
It comes after days of chaos there as hundreds of people poured onto the tarmac at Kabul's international airport, some even trying to hold onto the planes to escape the country and Taliban rule. We
have team coverage tonight of the efforts to help many Afghan refugees right here in Wisconsin. Jamie Perez is following the efforts of one organization here in Madison.
We've also learned Fort McCoy will house thousands of Afghan refugees with special immigrant visas. They worked alongside the U.S. over the past 20 years. We begin with Madeline O'Neill live at Fort McCoy tonight. Madeline?
Well, according to the Pentagon, the Department of Defense can relocate more than 20,000 Afghan refugees to two places here in the U.S., Fort Bliss in Texas and Fort McCoy here in Wisconsin. That's in Monroe County between Sparta and Toma. This isn't the first time Fort McCoy has housed thousands of refugees. We dug up this old story from 40 years ago when about 14,000 Cuban refugees were housed at the Army base before being released into America a few months later. Now, at that point, it turned out some were prisoners sent by Fidel Castro to empty the prisons there. But now this is a different situation 4 decades later. Many of the Afghans who will be housed here worked alongside the U.S. government, now fearful for their lives, fleeing the Taliban, coming here for shelter, food, and medical resources. We reached out to a number of local officials, including at the city and county level, but haven't heard back for comment yet.
All right, Maddie, live at Fort McCoy, thank you. The speed with which Afghanistan has fallen to the Taliban exponentially sped up the clock for people looking for help here. An organization that often places refugees in Madison has only hours or days now compared to weeks or months.
Our Jamie Perez spoke to Jewish Social Services this afternoon, and she joins us now with what they're doing to help.
Right, well, that organization provides refugee resettlement services, and they've already been taking in Afghan refugees over the past couple months. These were families who were anticipating that something like this would happen. Now, JSS is preparing to help many more and figuring out how they can help with such short notice.
When Executive Director of Jewish Social Services, Dawn Bernays, saw the footage of what was happening overseas.
It's horrifying, and I want to be able to do and to have our agency do as much as we possibly can for as many people as we possibly can.
She knew it was all hands on deck to step up and help. Typically, her organization helps refugees with a number of services.
We find them a place to live, we fully furnish it, we make sure there's a culturally appropriate meal and a fully stocked refrigerator for them. We pick them up from the airport.
But that usually takes several weeks to several months. In this case, they have several days, if that.
We have to make decisions within 24 hours of whether we will take a case.
Right now, they're working on placing any refugees that come to Madison into hotels until they can find a more permanent solution. Over the past couple months, Jewish Social Services already helped rehome 44 refugees, 14 of them from Afghanistan.
Individuals that came up until this point were family members of SIVs. So the SIVs were already here. And then this was their family because they knew this or suspected this was coming.
She's now stepping up to help as many refugees over the next few months as possible.
With the pullout that's happening right now, people are desperate.
And if you're looking for something you can do to help these refugees, Jewish Social Services is looking for volunteers to help and some financial donations to help pay for their hotels, food, clothes, and other basic needs. If this is something that interests you, I have more information about it on channel3000.com.
Jamie, thank you. And tonight we're also getting reaction from local representatives, including Congressman Mark Pocan, a Democrat representing Madison, tweeting, quote, "The U.S. has a duty to honor its commitment to the Afghans who helped our efforts, such as guides and translators." Pocan said the refugees must be allowed to enter the U.S. arrests as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Republican Brian Stile, whose district includes Janesville, much more critical of President Biden, saying, quote, the mishandled withdrawal from Afghanistan is a tragic disaster, and criticizing the president for flawed decision-making and a lack of a thoughtful plan for withdrawal. We'll continue our coverage of the developments in Afghanistan at channel3000.com, as well as tonight at 10.
The nice weather is sticking with us here. Meteorologist Dana Fulton is out on the patio with more. Hi, Dana.
Hey, it's nice to have some sunshine for a Monday. Really comfortable outside today, not too humid. Here's a live look in Platteville right now. Again, sunny skies over Madison. Temperature-wise, we're sitting pretty close to average, and we've had a nice and quiet Doppler track all day, all weekend even. Our Doppler track has been nice and quiet. 78 in Madison currently, 79 in Janesville, and about 81 in Boscobel. Compared to this time yesterday in a very similar spot, not much of a change in our dew points either. Generally in the mid-50s for most of southern Wisconsin currently, maybe a degree or two, a little higher than yesterday, but again, not too much of a jump up. Tomorrow, plan on these dew points increasing just a little bit more. We have that breeze coming in from the south. That's going to help a little more moisture build in and some warmer temperatures build in for your Tuesday. 83 the high for Tuesday, partly sunny skies, a little more humid. That humid trend or increase in our humidity builds us into Wednesday and maybe a little rain chance by the end of the week. We'll take a closer look at your Fulton Day in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. Madison police hope to figure out who shot and killed a Madison high school student over the weekend. Tonight, we still don't know the victim's name.
But his death and the circumstances around it reminds us of the work the city and county are doing to fight gun violence in our community. Brad Hamilton is live near Camp Randall tonight to explain. Good evening, Brad.
Well, that boy's death was the 5th confirmed homicide in the area this year, and there are now 126 incidents of gun violence in Madison in this year alone. Again, both of those stats are what one coalition is hoping to contain before the year is over.
Pretty chaotic, and it happened really fast.
Max Schilling and his roommates were moving into their college house when they saw and heard gunshots.
You heard the gunshots go off, and when I heard them, I could hear the whizzing, so I thought, I felt pretty exposed sitting in the front seat of the truck.
Schilling was an unfortunate witness to Madison's 5th homicide this year. He saw people running for their lives, jumping into bushes for protection, fearing the worst. It's moments like this that hit home with Cindy Grady, a supervisor for Madison's Violence Prevention Coalition.
I have an 11-year-old, and, it really gets to me that this type of situation happens.
As of right now, police are responding to 12% less of shots fired calls as compared to the same point last year. In total last year, there were 250 confirmed shots fired incidents. This stat signifies progress for the coalition's overall goal, which is to locate the reason for this gun violence, attack it with resources developed to help reduce it, and build back the trust and safety for the Madison community.
Public health is not going to be the sole answer, and it's not going to be the immediate answer, but we're providing the framework and the coordination to make that happen.
Well, police say they need your help for any tips. They say that's the best chance that they're going to have at getting this person who did this violence caught. Now, reporting live tonight here in Madison, Brad Hamilton, News 3 Now.
Mayor Rose Conway released a statement about the shooting this afternoon, calling it an unacceptable tragedy and urging people to come forward with information. The mayor said, quote, all loss of life leaves a hole in our community, but when a young person is struck down in their prime, we all must rally. The Madison Metropolitan School District also released a statement calling it heartbreaking news and saying MMSD staff are developing a, quote, comprehensive support plan to assist in connecting both students and staff with the services they need during this difficult time.
A former Wisconsin high school teacher accused of secretly videotaping students has entered a guilty plea. These courtroom sketches of David Cruckton were drawn during a plea hearing today. Prosecutors allege Cruckton used his position as a business teacher at Madison East High School to film students during field trips in Wisconsin and Minnesota using hidden cameras. Cruckton charged last year multiple counts of attempting to produce child pornography. He resigned from his teaching job back in February of 2020. A sentencing is set for October. He could face 6 to 20 years in prison. The trial has been set now for one of the teens charged in the murder of 11-year-old Anissa Scott. It comes just days after her family marked the 1-year anniversary of her death. Jerry Ward's trial will start on May 31st of 2022. He faces charges of first-degree intentional homicide and attempted first-degree homicide, both as party to a crime. 2 other suspects have also been charged. Their trial dates have not yet been set.
Starting today, the Dane County Sheriff is no longer going to call people in his jail inmates. Instead, he wants you to think of them as what they are. people. Sheriff Calvin Barrett was joined by State Representative Sheila Stubbs and others to make the announcement that the term inmate would no longer be used. Instead, they will be referred to as residents or those within care. Certain sheriffs across the country have already made similar transitions. The sheriff calls the title of inmate outdated and dehumanizing.
This new language will also help break down barriers that can and will reduce recidivism, lower our crime rates, and reduce our population here at the Dane County Jail.
He went on to say that the new term is going to take some time to get accustomed to, but soon enough is going to be as normal in Wisconsin as brats and bubblers. Next at 6, you'll need to get your COVID-19 vaccine if you plan to attend any concerts in Madison.
Plus, the Delta variant having an impact on the number of Wisconsinites who are getting newly vaccinated. News 3 Now at 6 is back after a short break.
Since 1976, Feldco stood the test of time. It's Feldco's 45th anniversary! Time to get down! To celebrate Feldco's 45th anniversary, get 45% off windows today. That's cause for a celebration.
45% off windows won't last long. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Don't pay for gas ever again. Gobin Cars is selling 2017 Chevy Bolt and Bolts with low miles and factory warranty for only $19,995 or $299 per month.
That's right. Electric vehicles with a 250-mile range. So buy your Chevy Bolt or Bolt from only $19,995 or $299 per month at Gobin Cars.
25 cars to choose from, and just ask for my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my dad, Don the Steelman Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin. GobinCars.com.
At JP Morgan, the only definition of wealth that matters is yours. It can be a smaller house, but a bigger nest egg, a goal to work toward, or the freedom to walk away. With 200 years of experience, personalized advice, and commission-free trades on an award-winning app, we're working for you. Planning, investing, advice. JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. UW Health says it has all the pediatric volunteers it needs for its Moderna clinical trial. They say you'll be contacted directly if your child was selected. In a statement, UW Health said, quote, advancements in science, public health, and clinical care often cannot happen without a supportive and engaged citizenry, and UW Health greatly appreciates the community's ongoing efforts to help end this pandemic. More of Madison's entertainment venues will require proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test within 72 hours of showtimes. The new policy applies to the promoter FPC Live and includes the High Noon Saloon, the Majestic, the Orpheum, and the Sylvie. The Majestic says some artists may also implement other protocols like mask mandates. The Alliant Energy Center also says it'll require proof of vaccination or proof of negative test if you are not eligible. Badgers also announcing COVID-19 protocols for home football games today at Camp Randall. Fans will have to wear a mask when indoors at restrooms, elevators, and club seating areas. They are strongly encouraged outdoors as well, but not required. Staff will also mask up. That policy also in effect for the Badgers Are Back event this Saturday. Masks are mandatory for the red-white volleyball scrimmage afterwards inside the field house.
More than 600 people were vaccinated at the state fair this year. Governor Evers says that in 11 days, 608 doses of a vaccine were administered. They offered the Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson vaccines. Those who got a shot also received a voucher for a free cream puff. Vaccination numbers are increasing all across the state.
And many people are now choosing to get the shot as the Delta variant surges. Frank Healy has the story from Milwaukee.
I originally had COVID back in October, so awaiting a period of time before even considering it. And then I had allergy season, which I was just miserable. So I was like, I'm going to wait till that dies down. So, like, just in case, being extra careful about it.
Cassie Duck got her second shot of the COVID-19 vaccine at Hyatt Pharmacy today. Dr. Hashim Zabak, who gave her the shot, says she's one of many people who have come in recently.
We've actually seen a spike in the last 2 weeks of the number of people who came to us to get their first shot. And a lot of people are saying, I'm concerned about the Delta for me, for my children. School is going to start soon. So there's a lot more reasons for people to get vaccinated now.
One of those reasons, events. Ruben Burgos with the Hispanic Scholarship Foundation says they're following CDC guidelines of mask recommendations at Mexican Fiesta later this month and providing vaccines on site, as well as other precautions.
We spread out the grounds from the north and south of Summerfest. We expanded our footprint so that we have more space for our vendors and for our people, guests to come in and enjoy the event.
Dr. Zabak says these vaccines are the best way to fight the Delta variant.
This is the #1 tool we have today to stop this pandemic.
Duck says it's part of what made up her mind.
Especially with my parents being older, I wanted to be extra safe for when I did see them.
Here's how that uptick in vaccinations is affecting numbers statewide. Over half of the state is now fully vaccinated, a major milestone. 53% have received at least one dose. Here in Dane County, 68% of people are fully vaccinated, 71% have at least one. Well, more clear skies and seasonable weather are sticking with us. Dane is back with the first warn forecast after this break.
I'm Kendall Richards with All Comfort Services, and due to predicted shortages of equipment and replacement parts for furnaces and air conditioners, we recommend scheduling a tune-up today, even if it's with another company. Take it from me, it's the right thing to do.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
There's nothing like a good Packers game tailgate. Right, Jared? Booyah! We got one. Go, Pack, go! Woo! Hey, nice Packers tickets. Remember the bonus drawing. Woo!
Wisconsin Lottery Packers scratch games with instant cash prizes and a bonus drawing for 2 Packers season tickets for 2 years.
A chance at 2 Packers season tickets for 2 years.
Dude, I've been trying to tell you.
I'm getting kind of weak. I think I need another brat.
Summerfest built its rep on thrilling performances, countless rock and roll Hall of Famers, emerging artists, and innovators.
And the best is yet to come.
More shows you'll brag about attending, more performers becoming legends.
More of everything that makes Summerfest, well, Summerfest.
So come as you are and come together on the lakefront for the summer's biggest party. Oh yeah, it's on. Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. Tickets on sale now.
All Comfort Services can help you combine energy rewards, federal tax credits, and manufacturer rebates to save up to $1,200 on a Lennox gas furnace and air conditioner system. The savings are real, but only available for a limited time.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
4 local boys are setting a big goal for themselves on the golf green. The Weiss and Whelan brothers are attempting to play 250 holes of golf each. That's 1,000 holes today, all in one day. It's to benefit the Wisconsin PGA Junior Foundation. Last year, the boys played 624 total holes. They're also striving to break the record of fastest round played at Oak Ridge Golf Course in Milton. Last year, they raised over $4,000 for the WPGA Foundation.
And Dana Fulton joins us now with a look at our forecast and a gorgeous day to be out golfing.
Yeah. Thankfully, our forecast really aligning for a good golf day, even though it is a Monday. Maybe a few folks calling into the office this afternoon. Mostly sunny sky right now over Madison. Temperatures, again, in the upper 70s, dew points in the mid-50s, so it feels really comfortable. We have that light breeze coming through from the south. That's going to help warm us up over the next few days and also bring a little more humidity into the area. Our Doppler track's been quiet throughout the state. That's going to be the picture for the next few days. The humidity, again, building in for us. We look ahead to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. A little bit of an increase each afternoon. We'll be sunny outside for the next few days, but by the end of the week, looking ahead to Friday and into Saturday, we'll see our next round of showers and some thunderstorms building in. Overnight, mostly clear skies. Temps will drop to the upper 50s for overnight lows. Again, that breeze switching, so it comes from the south a little more, and seeing an increase in that moisture also looking ahead to Tuesday afternoon. So high temperatures will be in the low 80s. Dew points will increase just a little bit for us on Tuesday. For Wednesday, we don't drop as much for overnight lows, mid to low 60s to start off the day. Afternoon highs will be in the low 80s. And off to the east towards Milwaukee, we could see a few isolated lake effect showers coming through, but most of southern Wisconsin should stay nice and quiet. And our next measurable rain chance will build in for us late Friday. It looks like we'll start the day off with a bit of sun, but variably cloudy through the afternoon. Rain building in late in the day and overnight into early Saturday. Once this clears out, though, the rest of Saturday and Sunday do look like they'll stay fairly dry. Our rain chance for Sunday builds in at night into Monday, so we'll have a dry second half to the weekend. Tomorrow, partly sunny in the low 80s, so warm outside, but a little more humid. Again, dew points today in the mid to low 50s. Tomorrow, it looks like we're going to see those dew points in the mid to upper 50s, so a bit of an increase in our humidity. Mid 80s for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. When we see our high temperatures in the mid 80s and an increase in our humidity, dew points climbing a little more, likely going to see our heat index readings near 90 for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're partly sunny through the middle of the week. That rain chance developing late in the day on Friday, staying overnight into early Saturday morning. So we'll start the weekend off with a few showers and thunderstorms. The back half of the weekend, though, for Sunday, partly sunny skies, highs in the low 80s. We'll stay generally close to the low 80s for the start of the work week with a few small chances for showers Monday and Tuesday. Looks like the better opportunity for showers will build in by the middle of the week for Wednesday.
And coming up in sports, it was a big day at the polls for both Badger football and Badger volleyball, where both squads sit in the nation as we get closer to the start of their seasons. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The Lynx device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
At General Heating and Air Conditioning, your comfort is important to us. From keeping you cozy warm to cooling you off with the ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System. Plus, join our free home comfort program and keep your air conditioner and furnace running at peak performance year after year. Enjoy priority service and extra savings that really add up. Celebrating 75 years of providing award-winning comfort for your home. Turn to the experts, Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Pour OJ this way. And you don't have to pour paint this way either. Try Dutch Boy Platinum Plus paint in the twist and pour container with a built-in spout. Easy to hold, open, and pour. Right now at Menards, get 11% off everything, including Dutch Boy paint.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Aaron Schwab, General Surgeon at Stoughton Health. If you suffer from reflux, please join us for our upcoming seminar on the Lynx device, a new and innovative treatment to stop reflux.
Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
Tuesday on News 3 Now this morning, we'll share how the Boys and Girls Club plans to distribute all those school supplies we've collected.
And Chris Reese will get you ready to walk out the door bright and early, starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
For the fifth straight season, Wisconsin opens up the year ranked in the preseason AP Top 25. This time, the Badgers sit 12th in the nation. It's the highest they've been ranked in the preseason poll since the 2018 season when they started at number 4. 3 teams on their schedule are ranked. Notre Dame is 9th, Iowa sits 18th, and Penn State comes in at number 19. The MRI on Jordan Love's shoulder came back clean, but as a precaution, Matt LaFleur held out the second-year quarterback from practice today. But the Packers head coach did say Love is feeling better and did not rule him out for Saturday's game against the Jets. Other news from Green Bay, the franchise released former Badger offensive lineman John Deedson. The Division I volleyball preseason coaches poll is out, and Wisconsin is where they usually are, in the top 10. The Badgers begin their quest for a 3rd straight trip to the Final Four, ranked 2nd in the nation behind only Texas. UW is one of 6 Big Ten teams ranked in the first poll of the season, and your first chance to see them in action is this Saturday during their annual red-white scrimmage at the UW Fieldhouse. The Madison Mallards closed out the regular season on a tear, claiming the second-half crown of the Great Lakes West Division and clinching a spot in the playoffs. And part of that success has come from the arm of Chaney Trout, who, as Jordan Reen found out, is turning heads with his unique throwing style.
Some call it unconventional,
That's something that you don't see often. That dude's throwing from almost on the dirt.
while others might say it's weird.
No one really said anything. We were just kind of like, what is this?
But to Chaney Trout,
pretty much as low submarine as you can go. Sometimes I hit my hand on the ground in warm-ups.
it's how he's been throwing since high school.
I just would kind of see people on TV throw like that, and I thought it was really cool. I always kind of messed around with it in warm-ups. Just didn't throw very hard, and I needed to change something if I wanted to play college baseball.
With such a different delivery, it makes him a weapon for the Mallards.
Being a catcher, he fills up the zone, so it's pretty easy, but I couldn't imagine being a hitter hitting that because it's just something you've never seen before.
He's filling in some big roles, some situations where, like, man, we really need a double play. We need a ground ball. We need something. Hey, fire up Chaney. Plain and simple.
It's unique and definitely hard to forget. In Madison, Jordan Reed, News 3 Sports.
Dana, what do you think about that?
I don't think I could pull that off. I'm not sure many people could. We'll give it a shot later. We'll be in break here in about 40 seconds. Partly sunny skies for the next few days. Temperatures will be in the mid-80s through the middle of the week. Heat index readings, though, will likely be close to 90. We'll have the chance for showers and thunderstorms developing late Friday into early Saturday. Could see a little bit of rain early in the day on Saturday, but otherwise the back half of the weekend, low 80s on Sunday, partly sunny skies. Next week, we stay in the low 80s for afternoon highs. A few small chances for showers early in the week. It looks like our best opportunity for rain will build back in by the middle of the week. But overall, no big systems to track, at least for the next few days.
All right, Dana, thanks. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.